In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on March 4th, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Washington Wizards vs. Utah Jazz. The upcoming matchup between the Washington Wizards and the Utah Jazz on Monday night holds significant stakes for the Wizards, who are determined to break free from their daunting 14-game losing streak. Aiming to end this unfortunate streak, the Wizards face the Jazz, who secured a decisive victory with a 123-108 scoreline in their initial encounter on January 25th. The Wizards' recent woes persisted following a defeat against the Los Angeles Clippers on the road, reinforcing their tie with the Detroit Pistons for the worst record in the NBA. Meanwhile, the Jazz confronted their own struggles, succumbing to a third consecutive loss against the Miami Heat. Currently occupying the 11th spot in the Western Conference, the Jazz find themselves trailing the Los Angeles Lakers by 6.5 games for a coveted position in the play-in tournament. In recent times, the Washington Wizards have experienced a chilling downturn in their performance, desperately seeking to terminate a 14-game losing streak after a resounding 140-115 defeat at the hands of the Clippers on the road. The effort was led by Kyle Kuzma, who contributed 32 points on an impressive 3 of 19 shooting, supplemented by Jordan Poole's 16 points and 4 assists off the bench, and Denny Abdige's 14 points with 5 assists. Despite shooting 46% from the field and 12 of 34 from beyond the arc, the Wizards struggled defensively, ranking last in the league. This deficiency was starkly evident in the second quarter, where they allowed the Clippers to amass 46 points. On the other hand, the Utah Jazz find themselves navigating through a challenging stretch, having lost 8 of their last 9 games. Seeking to break free from a 3-game skid, they fell short against the Miami Heat in a hard-fought 126-120 road loss. Keon George led the team with 31 points, supported by Lauri Markkanen's 25 points and 6 assists, alongside John Collins and Colin Sexton, each contributing 18 points. Despite their commendable effort, the Jazz succumbed to a pivotal 11-4 run by the Heat in the fourth quarter, ultimately leading to their defeat. The pivotal factors influencing the forthcoming clash lie in the injury report and recent starting lineups, favoring the Washington Wizards. Despite their extended losing streak, the Wizards have managed to cover spreads in recent outings, exemplified by a narrow 3-point loss to the Lakers while easily covering the 10.5-point spread. The absence of key players, Lauri Markkanen and Walker Kessler, puts the Jazz at a disadvantage. Markkanen, their top scorer, will leave a void in their offense, and Kessler's absence, who started 17 games for the Jazz, represents a significant loss. With Utah focusing on the development of their young players, Washington's experienced roster is poised to capitalize on this matchup. While the Wizards may have faced recent struggles, their overall health and veteran contributors present a favorable scenario against a depleted Jazz lineup. In evaluating the recent performances of both teams, it is evident that neither the Washington Wizards nor the Utah Jazz have been on the winning side, with defensive vulnerabilities prevalent. The Wizards, despite their 14-game losing streak, have demonstrated resilience on the road, securing 6 of their 9 wins away from home. The upcoming game promises an entertaining contest where defensive stops may be hard to come by for either team. While reluctance exists to fully endorse the Washington Wizards, the prospect of backing the Jazz with significant odds does not appear any more appealing. The game against an injury-ridden Jazz team provides an opportune moment for the Wizards, so the Washington Wizards to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. A significant setback for the Utah Jazz in this upcoming clash is the absence of their leading scorer, Lauri Markkanen, who previously scored 29 points and distributed 5 assists in the first encounter with the Wizards. The Washington Wizards have showcased inconsistency on the offensive end, struggling with poor shooting and high turnover rates. In their previous meeting with the Jazz, the Wizards managed only 108 points and a dismal 23.3% shooting from beyond the arc. The total number for this game appears excessively high, especially considering the Wizards' 14-game losing streak and the absence of their primary scorer. Despite both teams exhibiting subpar defensive performances, the offensive firepower required to reach such a lofty total seems unlikely. With Markkanen and Kessler sidelined and young players like Taylor Hendricks getting significant minutes for the Jazz, offensive efficiency may be compromised. Notably, Jordan Poole's recent demotion to the bench adds to Washington's offensive challenges. While the Jazz rank 15th in offensive efficiency, Markkanen's absence is expected to have a substantial impact. Given the offensive struggles of both teams and the Jazz's compromised lineup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Chicago Bulls vs. Sacramento Kings. The forthcoming Monday night clash at the Golden One Center promises to be a riveting spectacle as the Sacramento Kings play host to the Chicago Bulls in a matchup teeming with significant playoff implications. Currently occupying the 7th spot in the Western Conference standings, the Kings find themselves in a pivotal position, facing off against the 9th-seeded Bulls from the Eastern Conference. A considerable 6.5-game gap separates these two teams in the overall rankings. Adding a layer of anticipation to this encounter is the fact that about a month ago, the Kings secured an 8-point victory in Chicago. Eager to replicate their success on their home turf, the Kings are bolstered by a formidable track record against the Bulls, having triumphed in 4 consecutive games in 6 of the last 7 encounters. Turning our attention to the Chicago Bulls, they find themselves ensnared in a recent downturn, having suffered defeats in 4 of their last 6 games. Yearning for a rebound, the Bulls enter this contest after a disheartening 113-97 loss to the Bucks on Friday. Kobe White emerged as the leading scorer for the Bulls with an impressive 22 points, backed by Nikola Vucevic's 17 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists. Despite their individual efforts, the Bulls struggled collectively, shooting only 41% from the field and connecting on 11 of 27 attempts from beyond the arc. The disheartening loss to the Bucks saw the Bulls trailing by as much as 25 points in the third quarter, underscoring their challenges in matching up against formidable opponents. Contrastingly, the Sacramento Kings enter this matchup in relatively good form, having clinched victories in 4 of their last 6 games. In their most recent outing, the Kings exhibited resilience, securing a hard-fought 124-120 overtime road win against the Timberwolves. Malik Monk played a pivotal role, amassing an impressive 39 points off the bench on 16 of 29 shooting. Domantas Sabonis contributed significantly with 21 points, 15 rebounds, and 8 assists, while Keegan Murray chipped in with 17 points. Despite squandering a 14-point lead in the fourth quarter, the Kings maintained composure and limited the Timberwolves to just 5 points in overtime, clinching a crucial victory on the road. The injury report adds an intriguing layer of uncertainty to the upcoming clash. The Bulls continue to miss the services of Torrey Craig, with Alex Caruso listed as questionable. On the Kings side, attention is focused on the status of De'Aaron Fox, who is also listed as questionable despite being a full participant in practice on Sunday. The Sacramento Kings have experienced fluctuating fortunes throughout the season, making this matchup a potential look-ahead or letdown spot. Their recent schedule includes challenging encounters against the Heat, Nuggets, Timberwolves, and Clippers, with the Lakers looming on the horizon after this game. On the other hand, the Chicago Bulls find themselves in a less inspiring position, and the uncertainty surrounding De'Aaron Fox's knee injury adds a layer of complexity to the Kings' strategy. Expressing skepticism about fully endorsing the Chicago Bulls, particularly on the road, the speaker hesitates due to the perceived steepness of the line. Despite this reservation, the Chicago Bulls to cover the spread as underdogs is our full-game side pick. Delving into the team dynamics, both the Bulls and the Kings are grappling with significant player absences. The Bulls, lacking several key players, find themselves languishing in the bottom third of the league in various offensive categories. Meanwhile, the Kings face their own scoring concerns, with De'Aaron Fox's availability hanging in the balance. Although possessing the depth to potentially overcome these challenges and secure a victory, the Kings are likely to contend with a diminished offensive output. Notably, the under has prevailed in 3 of the last 4 meetings between these teams and in 3 of Chicago's last 4 games overall. The consistent trend of low-scoring affairs involving the Bulls points towards a similar outcome in this matchup. Consequently, under the projected total is our full-game total pick. Oklahoma City Thunder vs. Los Angeles Lakers. The NBA is set to showcase an exciting 6-game lineup on Monday night, featuring a thrilling Western Conference clash between the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Los Angeles Lakers. With Oklahoma City holding the top spot in the West at 41-18, the Lakers stand at 33-29, setting the stage for a highly anticipated showdown. The Oklahoma City Thunder have been on an impressive streak, securing victory in 7 of their last 8 games. Their recent triumph includes a remarkable 118-110 road win against the Suns, with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander leading the charge with 35 points, 8 rebounds, and 9 assists. Jalen Williams and Chet Holmgren also contributed significantly with 22 points and 14 points, respectively. Despite a slow start allowing the Suns a 17-4 run, the Thunder rallied, scoring 38 points in the second quarter and a crucial 12-3 run in the fourth, ultimately clinching a solid road win. On the other side, the Los Angeles Lakers have been steadily improving, winning 6 of their last 9 games. However, they are looking to rebound from a recent setback, suffering a 124-114 loss to the Nuggets. LeBron James led the Lakers with 26 points and 9 assists, supported by Rui Hachimura, Austin Reeves, and Anthony Davis. Despite a strong start with 66 points in the first half, the Lakers couldn't hold off the Nuggets, who dominated the second half with standout performances from Nikola Jokic and Michael Porter Jr., combining for 60 points on 26 of 35 shooting. As the teams prepare for this matchup, the Thunder enter with a complete roster, while the Lakers have ruled out Christian Wood and Gabe Vincent, with LeBron James listed as questionable. The game holds particular intrigue as it could potentially be a preview of a first-round playoff matchup. Despite playing on the second night of a back-to-back after facing Phoenix on Sunday, the Thunder have shown resilience this season with a 7-3 record both straight up and against the spread on 0 days of rest. Oklahoma City holds the advantage in both offensive and defensive efficiency with a recent strong performance, winning 6 of their last 7 games. Although the Lakers lead the season series 2-1, their potential absence of key players creates uncertainty. The close betting line reflects the debate over either team's potential success. However, with the Lakers facing injury concerns, the Oklahoma City Thunder to cover the spread as underdogs is our full-game side pick. Turning to the pace of the game, both teams rank within the top 10, with the Lakers at 6th in pace, utilizing 103.1 possessions per game, and the Thunder at 10th with 102.5 possessions. Considering the Lakers' rest advantage, an expectation of an up-tempo game against a potentially fatigued Oklahoma City squad is reasonable. The Thunder's offense, featuring top-tier players like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Chet Holmgren, is poised to match the Lakers' intensity, with the Thunder boasting the second-best offensive efficiency, averaging 118 points per 100 possessions, and considering a potential defensive dip after the challenging game in Phoenix, both teams are likely to find success on the offensive end. Therefore, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.